Hello and welcome to today's video as we cover CBLOL, formerly LTA South, formerly CBLOL, and what is Latin America South, their region going into 2026. So going into next year, this is the free agency preview because free agency begins Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, somewhere in that range for any of the regions. I know I can get all the regions done before the first day, so I guess maybe Sunday is day one of free agency somewhere. This includes no rumors, none. This is simply what Leaguepedia has for who is under contract at the moment. Rumors, this, that, and the third, not on here. Players allowed to seek other opportunities, not on here. If their contract is up this weekend, they're not on the board. And you'll find that there are a lot of gaps in the CBLOL rosters. Fluxo, only Pro Delta is under contract. Pro Delta was a late signing by them last season after he started on Leviton, I believe. Could be wrong. I think he did start on Leviton, though. They sucked. They struggled. Not a big surprise. Furia had a good run, swapping out. Mid lane Tuts is technically not under contract right now. Leviton, they right now have 3 of their 5 players under contract. You're looking at a situation where Toplop and Cody are not under contract. Loud, nobody on that team is under contract going into past the weekend. Pain Gaming, Karoka, and Cheaton under contract. That means Romer, Weiser, and Curry are free agents. Red, 3 of their 5 players kept, young players. I think that would be great to build around and go from there. Maybe pick off other free agents from other teams, not necessarily just assume that those teams will re-sign those players. Red could be a team that we could see at Worlds and at international events in 2026 if they can keep this nucleus of 3. Vivo, Keat Stars, Decimus, and Mortius. We'll see how many players they keep of their roster that went to Worlds. Looking at Myru in mid, Bowl in top lane, and Trimby at support. And then Isurus. Kine is the only one still under contract. As Isurus were able to keep a spot. I'm surprised seeing Jose Deodo not under contract. Also, I really don't want to talk about rumors, but Jose right now is like teamless. I think that's weird. He's a great jungler. It's honestly a big surprise he's not on a roster, or at least a rumored roster in CBLOL. I did see maybe something in LCS, but I'm not sure. But it is another interesting thing. You see 5 of the 8 junglers are under contract, 5 of the 8 80 carries. Those 2 roles are pretty well set in stone. Long-term contracts for those players. It is the top, mid, and support where there are much less options in terms of that was not the opposite. There's a ton of fucking options. And you also have to consider imports. How many teams are going to bring in a Korean import, maybe a North American import, or European import? We saw these regions all affect CBLOL or LTA South last season. You saw Korean imports even in the final split in making a difference. You're looking at Loud. They had Griffin. They had Jewel. 2 players that were not there even a couple months earlier. So that is the deal. There's a lot of gaps here, and I'm sure people are going to say, oh, well, this player and that player. Right now, this is all we got. These are the contracts on the books. Unfortunately, in League, not all contracts are honored, but I believe they should be. They should be guaranteed, and then contracts would not be as ridiculous as we've seen in the past. Tampering wouldn't occur as much either if contracts were guaranteed, in my opinion. So, thank you for watching. If you like the video, like it. Subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, become a YouTube supporter, and hope to see you again tomorrow.